When my mum died, I thought my strength did too, until I realised that grief can be muscle memory too. It's going to be a really hard video to make because I'll be talking about the lead up to my mum's passing and everything that happened around that time. Um, yeah, at the start of last year, so January time, my mum started to feel like a pain in her bum and in her lower back. So I said to her that it could be sciatica, because I've had sciatica previously. So she was expressing the same symptoms as what I initially had, and the pain continued to get worse. Got to the point as she's going to work, she's not able to walk properly. She's limping. She's having to take breaks as she gets to work, and it got to the point where my brother ended up having to come to my house to pick up my mum so he could take her to work. That happened for maybe a month or so, and my mum ended up going to the hospital to get some scans. For months on end, they were saying to her that she needed a hip replacement. And we're like, okay, cool. Things started to progress. It got to the point where um she stopped going to work. She wasn't able to work anymore, and I said to my mum, every appointment that you go to, I'm going to be there with you every step of the way. There was an appointment where we had to go to the hospital, and that's when they gave us the news that she had cancer. So it was around September time where we found out that she had cancer, and she needed to start chemo. Um, so let me backtrack. So we found out that she had cancer in her gallbladder. Um, Gallbladder, you will never know that you have it there until it spreads. So obviously it spread to her hip. So the cancer was eating away at her hip. So that's why she wasn't able to walk. Um, so yeah, she started to get chemo a little bit after her her diagnosis, and got to December now. So she had it until December. So December comes now, and we found out that it spread to her back. We were very confused because the doctors were saying that it's been working, like just doesn't make any sense. So it spread to her lower back, and it spread to at the top of her back, and she needed to get radiotherapy to help it. Obviously, not knowing the type of cancer that she has, that's very aggressive. Well, I probably knew, but I just was very in denial. Um, and yeah, just things just started to get worse from finding out that obviously it spread. Sorry, I forgot to mention that mum ended up getting really bad kidney infection, which she ended up in hospital because of, and she found it hard to shake it off. So she was literally in hospital for like over 2 months, coming up to 3 months. And due to that, she wasn't able to get chemo anymore. Literally, due to that infection, everything started to go downhill. And because we lived in a flat, we lived on the second floor, so she wasn't able to get up and down the stairs. Thank God that my uncle was able to take her in, so she ended up staying with him um, for honestly maybe over a month that she was living with him. We was obviously able to visit, and obviously I came pretty much every day to, help him out with her. It was just so tough because seeing her being the most active mom ever, to then it declining to the point where she's needing my assistance, she's needing us to help her. And also now it's got to the point where she was obviously staying at my uncle's house. He started to see that something was wrong, and he called me up while I was at work, and he said that, like, can you come to the house, stay over, and just help me with your mom. So I did that. I could see there was something going on. She became very delirious. She wasn't understanding where she was. The same things that just didn't make any sense. And that really hurt me because I'm like, how has this happened? And I then, no, so the day that I stayed, the next day she was going to a hospice just for respite, just to give my uncle a break. Then she would come and then she'll come back once he had his little break. She declined massively, so she got to the hospice. Um, yeah, it was bad. I think my mum was in the hospice for like 3 weeks, maybe I think 2 to 3 weeks that she was in the hospice, and then sadly she passed away in May. Funny enough, no, it's not funny, but I was meant to stay the day of her passing, no, the day before her passing. I was meant to stay at the hospice, and I think God stopped me from staying there. And luckily, my older brother was there to be with her, but God made sure that I didn't stay that day because around, I think it was around 5 o'clock is when she passed. 5 o'clock in the morning is when she passed, and yeah, I think if I was there when it happened, I don't think I would be as strong as I am now, because that would have broke me. To think that she saw me uh, the day that I came into this world, my first breath, she was there. Then to think that I was there for her last breath, that's crazy. That's crazy to even think of it like that. But yes, very difficult. Um, very, very difficult. I miss her so much. I really do.
Big X from the apartments where niggas start shit. Known to throw hands, but be quick just to spark shit. Before we had beds, we had pallets on carpet. Stayed at the park, lit, trip and get parked quick. Ain't not for real, this straight off the dark shit. $5 pass, how you home after dark shit. Get you some money, your people gon' talk shit. Part of the game, it's the life of a boss, big. Really been lit since a G, you can go ask my mama and them. Remember thugging outside and that started gear. See, my mama was having no way, selling dope to the J's. I put that in my starter kit. See, my pops was the boss, I acknowledged it. My papa was a pimp and he taught me shit.